that did way better than expected. So with how well that other FNaF video did, why not try for another view grab? I mean, quality video. I'm flunk out of ideas though, and this video needs to be made in a week by one guy.
Hey, that's me.
So...
Hello?
Hey, I need a FNaF video idea, like, right now.
What?
A FNaF video idea, now.
I don't know. I need more to go off of?
FNaF video idea for YouTube. Anything.
Okay, FNAF secret characters or something, I don't know.
Okay, thanks, bye. FNaF 1. Okay, so there aren't very many secret characters in this game, seeing as it is the first in the franchise. Other than Golden Freddy, if that's something you want to include as a secret character, with the whole 1987 in the custom night. Now, the game doesn't have a whole lot of secret characters, but what it does have is arguably the biggest FNaF hoax ever. One I remember falling for as a little kid was Sparky the dog. Now, the picture now may not look like a dog, but that's because you aren't a little gullible FNaF hungry kiddo. Plus, you know that is a fake. Me though, my little FNaF brain soaked up every bit of that sweet, sweet Easter egg secret character. Later along the line though, we learned definitely a fake, and we Sparky fans got a little bit of a coping mechanism in Fetch the Dog from the Fazbear Frights series. FNaF 2. This game is filled to the brim with secret characters, more than any of the other games by far. There's a ton of these secret characters, so I'm going to try to get them, but note that I may forget a few. JJ, Shadow Freddy, Endo02, and RWQFSFASXC, also known as Shadow Bonnie. Okay, so there weren't too many characters to deep dive into, so let's try to just talk about them a little bit. JJ is basically a Balloon Boy clone, or BB clone, and will sometimes show up under your desk to say hello and be creepy. She won't attack you or jump scare you though, so it's just kind of a cool little Easter egg. Shadow Freddy has a chance to show up in the parts and service room once all of the other withered animatronics have left. This is still a really rare case for it to happen, but that's the conditions. Endo02 can be seen next to the Puppets gift box in the prize corner and the vents and the cameras. He won't attack you though, but he's still scary and it's still pretty rare to see it, so catches you off guard. FNaF 2 has a buttload of hoax characters, because one hoax character was not enough for the first game. This time, there are way too many hoaxes, but I'll try to list off at least some of the big ones. We have Golden Toy Freddy, who was really just a reskin of Toy Freddy, and would show up in the hallway, or supposedly. This guy seemed so real to me when I was younger, but when I had to deal with Golden Freddy in the actual game, I figured he was a fake. Animatronic Purple Guy. This one is so obviously a fake that I'm genuinely upset that my gullible little FNaF-loving brain soaked it up. Seriously, why? It's so fake. This guy is literally just a reskin of Golden Freddy with a new cruddily popped on head. Next, there's this grayscale puppet. I mean, I'd never heard of this or seen it or mentioned it before I looked up all of these FNaF 2 hoaxes for this video. So, I guess, new knowledge? Shadow BB is another one of these cases. I mean, it definitely looks cool, and it would have added a bit more lore to BB in the actual games if it was real. But other than that, I don't know much about it, or what is to be said about it. FNaF 3. Now, there weren't that many secret characters in this game, and when I say there weren't very many, I actually mean that there were none. So I picked a character that I just learned existed while during this video's research, and that's the Phantom Cupcake. This is how you're supposed to unlock the Chica's Party minigame, so not truly a secret character as it's needed to get a chunk of the lore, but it's still a pretty unknown character to most people. Now, with FNaF 3, the hoaxes begin to die down heavily, so no huge amount of hoaxes. The only hoax I can think of was the Fredbear teaser hoax. In this, we would look at the old FNaF 3 teaser picture, where half the animatronic's face is covered in the dark, and the other half is just a decrepit golden animatronic. Now, at this time, the only golden animatronic we knew was Golden Freddy. Now, if you were to mirror this image, people thought that it looked like Golden Freddy, and then there were people who thought that it looked like a Golden Foxy for some reason. To me, it looks like neither, but that's also, I have new knowledge of the game. Obviously, this character ended up becoming Springtrap. So, FNaF 4. Okay, so FNaF 4 has no secret characters in it at all, and for the most part, the base game doesn't have that very many hoaxes. Since this was believed to be the last chapter in this game series, I'm assuming that's why it had no secret characters in it, trying to close up loose ends. That is until the Halloween DLC came out, and we had somebody from the FNaF community, GoMotion, create a quick edit of Nightmare BB and made Nightmare JJ. This fooled so many people, including myself, and I genuinely thought it was real for the longest time. Probably because GoMotion made this so quickly that we couldn't check if it was real or not. Sister location. We get secret characters again in this game, and honestly, some of them are my absolute favorite. Firstly, Bonnet. Just a color swap and voice change for Bon Bon. It makes sense to exist as Funtime Freddy was rented out for birthdays and whatnot, so a gender swap would be relevant for maybe a girl's birthday compared to a boy's birthday. Lolbit is one of my favorite of all time secret characters. Lolbit has a chance to replace the Entered Head in the main area as a quick Easter egg, and even makes an appearance in the custom night of this game. Solid color swap of Funtime Foxy too. Yendo. This thing. I don't have much to say about it other than it exists and is a secret character, I guess. Now, I couldn't find much on hoaxes for this game other than the one that I knew of, that you could presumably see the puppet in the reflection right here. Yeah, I was a puppet reflection believer. Pizza Simulator. Finally, my favorite game in the series. Ultimate Custom Night. Didi in this game has a whole list of characters that they can choose to bring in from. This list includes Shadow Bonnie, Plushtrap, Nightmare Chica, Bonnet, Mini Arenas, and Lolbit. Now, say you're in 50-20 mode. There's no one to bring in. This is where XOR comes in, or Shadow Didi. This is a secret variant of Didi that brings in all of the other secret animatronics in all at once. There's also another secret character appearance from none other than Fredbear himself. It's a whole step-by-step process with a death coin to get this jump scare, but all in all, it's a secret character. Help Wanted. Okay, so there's obviously Male Hair Glitchtrap, which isn't really a secret character because we all know about him, and he's kind of easy to get with all the tapes. But another character is something you may not be very aware of. In Ennard's Vent Repair, in hard mode, you can see a render of the Nightmare Endoskeleton from FNaF 4. Just the endoskeleton and not one of the animatronics. This is a super cool Easter egg and something I had no idea prior to this video, which is something that's kind of a reoccurring topic in this video. There's nothing. Okay, so there's a lot of hoaxes and secret characters to talk about in this series, so I probably missed a few or a ton. So I might need to make a follow-up video to this, especially if the new Help Wanted 2 and Ruin DLC have any goodies for us FNaF fans to find. Now keep in mind, I didn't do FNaF AR because that's a whole can of worms I don't want to enter. So, if you like this video, make sure you like and subscribe. Thank you. Bye.